This success story sounds fake, but it's real. You are an experienced screenwriter specializing in viral storytelling formats used by top anonymous YouTube channels. I will give you a title. Based solely on that title, write a complete 3-act story that matches the tone, pacing, and emotional pull of the most compelling AI-driven YouTube channels. Always start with the title. Title: My intern stole my life's work, but my revenge was sweeter than any promotion. Deeply analyze the title. The emotional tension here is betrayal versus justice. The viewer immediately wonders, how did the intern steal it? And what was the revenge? The characters are a hardworking protagonist and a cunning, ambitious intern. The conflict is intellectual property theft, leading to a satisfying, clever revenge plot. Here is the 3-act story. Act 1. I poured my soul into Project Chimera for 5 years. It was a revolutionary algorithm that could predict market trends with 99% accuracy. My intern, Leo, was brilliant. Eager, he reminded me of myself at that age. I mentored him, shared my late-night coffee-fueled breakthroughs, and treated him like a partner. One Monday, I walked into my boss's office, ready for the presentation of a lifetime, but he stopped me at the door. "Great news, Mark," he said, beaming. "Leo just presented Chimera. He worked all weekend. The board was blown away. Your promotion is on hold, but this is huge for the company." My blood ran cold. Leo stood by the window, a smug little smile playing on his lips. He'd stolen everything: my code, my research, my future. Act 2. My first instinct was to scream, to expose him, but they'd see it as jealousy. Leo had been clever. He'd made tiny, cosmetic changes to the code, just enough to claim it as his own revised version. I was out. He was in. For weeks, I watched him get paraded around the office as a prodigy. He was given my team, my resources, my corner office. I was assigned to a dead-end data entry project. He'd even walk by my desk and ask if I needed help. The picture of fake sympathy. But he made one mistake. He was so arrogant, so sure of his victory, that he never bothered to truly understand the soul of the machine he stole. He only saw the engine, not the hidden kill switch I'd built into it from day one. Act 3. The big day arrived. The global launch of the Chimera platform. Investors, journalists, the entire industry was watching. Leo was on stage, soaking in the applause. The platform went live. For the first 60 seconds, it worked perfectly. The predictions were flawless. Leo's smile was a mile wide. Then, at exactly 10:01 a.m., I typed a simple command into my personal laptop from a coffee shop miles away: execute Protocol Icarus. On the massive screen behind Leo, the flawless predictions were replaced by a single, blinking line of text: property of Mark adjusted by a thief. The system didn't just crash. It began systematically deleting its own source code, erasing itself from the company's servers forever. Panic erupted. Leo's face turned white as a sheet. My revenge wasn't a promotion. It was watching the empire he stole crumble to dust on his coronation day. I closed my laptop, took a sip of my coffee, and started coding my next project. This time, for myself. For the thumbnail and title: thumbnail, a split screen. On the left, a stressed man in a cubicle. On the right, a smug young man in a suit shaking hands with a COO. A red arrow points from the left to the right with the text he stole like title: My intern stole my life's work. My revenge deleted it from existence. Emotional trigger: injustice and cathartic revenge. Ideal length: 3 minutes. Act 1 is fast, about 45 seconds to establish the betrayal. Act 2 is longer, maybe 90 seconds, to build the frustration and hint at the plan. Act 3 is the final 45 seconds, a quick, impactful climax and resolution.